Hi, my name is Emily, I'm from Go Obstacle, and welcome to today's workout where we'll be working in intervals of 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds rest throughout the class. All you'll need is yourself, a mat and a water bottle. So go and grab those and we'll get started in 5. Okay, so standing in the center of your mat, you're going to have your feet hip width, shoulder width distance apart. We're going to bring the arms out in front, and as we pull in, we're going to do a butt kick. So I'll do it from the side. So arms out, bring the heel to the glutes. And when I'm pulling in, I'm clenching my fists, palms facing up, shoulders down, and really squeezing my back to activate those back muscles. So 30 seconds on this exercise. And time, 10 seconds rest. So you're going to be doing 2 punches, 1, 2, and a side kick. All right, here we go. 1, 2, side kick. You can take it slow because we're warming up. We just want to gradually get that body moving. And as we go on, we can get a little bit faster. Shoulders down, away from the ears. 10 more seconds on this side before we go over to the other side. All right, keep it going. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Same again on the other side. So, are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, kick. So we're really starting to activate this side, our glutes, our hamstrings, those core muscles, and just waking up that upper body with those punches. So just keep it going. Slow and steady, or fast and powerful. Time. All right, feet nice and wide, arms spread out. We're going to be touching the hand to the ankle. Off we go, looking up towards the ceiling. It's a lovely stretch down the back of the body, a nice twist along the spine, waking up that back today, easing off any stiffness. 10 seconds. All right. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Bring your stance in a little bit. Feet shoulder width. We're squatting, then butt kicking. Off we go. Hands out in front. Butt kick back. Second round. So hopefully the body has started to wake up a little bit. Heart rate's elevated just a little bit. Keep it going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Getting ready for 2 punches and a side kick. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, kick. Remember, it doesn't need to be fast in this warm-up. Just moving our body, activating the muscle groups that we will be working through the class. And that is the idea of a warm-up. Warm up the muscles, get the blood flowing, activate those muscle groups we'll be using. Time. Over to the other side. Are we ready? Going in 3, 2, and 1. 2 punches and a kick. Remember, you're really leaning into this leg, waking up this stabilizing muscle, which is great for when we're doing those squats, lunges, because we want our glutes to be activated. Okay? Don't want those legs taking over. Last 5 seconds. And time. Feet nice and wide. Hands out to the side. Lift the chest. Squeeze those abs. Going in for a stretch. Off we go. Looking up towards the ceiling. Lovely. Really squeezing the glutes at the top. Again, it's all about mind-body connection. Okay? Keep that going. 5 seconds left. Almost there. Time. 10-second rest and we're going back to the beginning. Okay? So, squat and butt kick. 3, 2, 1. Squeezing those fists. Bringing the elbows in on the way back. So you're squeezing those back muscles. Okay, 15 seconds. Feet land nice and flat when they're both on the floor. Three, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, so we're going in for the arm punches, hand side kick. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're feeling warmer, you might want to pick up that pace just a little bit, making sure we're fully warm before we get stuck into our main workout. So, keep it going. Shoulders down away from ears. 5 seconds. Last couple of reps. Time. All right, over to the other side. Ready in 5. Shoulders down. Off we go. 1, 2. Now, if one side feels weaker, I want you to try even harder. And that's when you've got to force your muscles to work harder. Take control. You'll be amazed at the capability that your mind has when it comes to exercise. So I want you to connect with your body. All right, feet nice and wide. Finishing off on the last 30 seconds of our warm-up. Full windmills. Here we go. Hand to ankle. When we're coming up, taking a nice deep breath. Squeeze those abs. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Okay, we're almost there. And hopefully you're feeling a little bit more flexible, able to get down a little bit lower. And time. Excellent. Grab yourselves a sip of water and we'll be moving on to our very first drill today. Okay, so hopefully that was a good little rest for you. We got 4 exercises of 30 seconds each, 10 seconds in between, so we've got enough time to get to each exercise. There's no rest, and we're going round for 4 rounds, okay? So, your first exercise, 2 variations. One is easier, one is hard. Going to be doing a single leg deadlift. Now, if your balance isn't particularly great, you're going to do this variation. Stand on one leg, lift the knee on the other, and you're just going to slide that knee back. So you see, I've lengthened the leg and I'm on my tiptoes. That's really important. You want to keep as much body weight off that leg as you can. Come up, stay on your toe, or you can lift your knee if that's where you're at. Okay, so it's sort of dragging against the floor. You should really feel it in that other side. Now, if your balance is a little bit better, then you can lift that knee, then you can come forward into the straight leg deadlift position. We won't be holding it that long, okay? Then we're driving up, either put your toe down or lift your knee up, okay? So the more this leg is off the ground, the more we're working into that side. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. We're then going to drop it down, hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze those abs. So tuck that tailbone under, then tuck your toes under. You're going to lift your knees up. Now you can either stay there in this bear position here, it's what we call it, bear, or if you can keep your hips nice and stable, you can do a little shoulder tap. Okay, so if you've got a chair to hand, that's amazing. So what we'll be doing are tricep dips. So grab this chair here. So it could be a chair, it could be a sofa. Have your hands on the edge. Keep your hips close to the chair and we'll be driving up. Okay, those are the 4 exercises. So get ready in the center of your mat and we'll be ready to start in 5 seconds. Starting with the straight leg deadlifts. So starting on one side, we're either just going to drag that leg back and pull in, squeeze the glutes. Okay, keeping that chest nice and high. Okay, and I'm actually squeezing my abs. I'm not rounding my back at all. I'm keeping my back nice and straight. Okay, so keep that like that. Perhaps your balance is a little bit better, so you'll be working in full straight leg deadlift, single leg deadlift today. Okay, you can use those arms. Use those arms for balance. Right, we're going to switch sides. So, find that point of balance. Spread your toes. Lift your knees up. Okay? Take it all the way out and then back in. Okay? So sometimes when you go that little bit too far down, that's when your point of balance suffers a little bit. So we're just kind of working within our own range. So perhaps here is good for you. Maybe you can come down a little bit lower. Either is fine. And if you lose your balance, it doesn't matter. Just try and bring that balance back. So leg out and leg in. Right, we're going to drop it down. First set is always the hardest because the glutes aren't activated as much as they could be. Ready, hands underneath the shoulders, knees lifted off the ground. Okay, my knees are underneath my hips. You might want to start tapping your shoulders if you feel you can add a little bit of movement in there without too much hip wiggle. Okay, and the way you do that is really squeeze those abs. Keep it going. 5 seconds, either holding or shoulder tapping. Time. Finding your chair, sofa, or whatever you're using, stool, and off we go. Tricep dips, coming down all the way down low and lifting off. Now, the closer your feet are to your body, the easier it is. You can take them out, come up onto the heels of your feet and drive up from there. But you need to make sure that your hips are close to that chair, okay? So you don't want to be bringing them out as well as bringing the legs out. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Second round of those straight leg deadlifts. Okay, this is the round to nail it. Standing up nice and tall. Finding that point of balance. And away we go. Coming up and drive. Good, good, good. So it should be feeling a little bit stronger this round. Find something to focus on. Point that leg that's lengthening back. Keep that chest up nice and high. And squeeze those abs. All right, it's all about the foot gripping down into the floor. All right, switch sides. So if you can, do your workouts barefoot, because it gives you much better balance. Ready, off we go. Coming in. Okay, so there may be one side you might notice yourself that is a little bit less strong or a little bit less stable than the other side. And that's not the side to shy away from. This is the side that you want to work on even more so, okay? Staying focused. Creating the mind-body connection. Time. Good, good, good. Second round done. Back into that bear pose. Hands underneath the shoulders. Squeeze those abs. Knees off the floor. Now, you can either stay here. That's enough. That's intense enough. But if you want to add the movement, take the hands from side to side. Breathing through it. Making sure your hips are staying as still as possible. 5 seconds, everyone. And time. Right. Over to your chair. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Coming down all the way. Feel the stretch in that upper body. Okay, keep the torso nice and upright. And try not to flare your elbows out too much. Okay. Focus on the lowering and explode up. So steady on the way down, fast on the way up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Third round on those single leg deadlifts. Are we ready? Shoulders back, squeeze the abs. Time to get focused on that balance. Coming all the way. Maybe you can get a little bit deeper now. Maybe you're bringing your torso further down, and that's absolutely fine. As long as you're maintaining your chest up nice and tall. You might feel actually it's becoming stronger and you've got better balance as you're going on. And that is completely normal and you're doing the right things. Okay, switching sides. Finding that point of balance. Okay, going in. Off we go. Nice and steady. Interesting how we always seem to use the stronger side automatically. Your body is very, very clever. It will work to its strengths. And that is why it's very important to focus on your weaknesses. If you build up your weaknesses, your performance will improve dramatically. Off we go. Nice. Well done. Okay, coming down to the floor. Shoulders down away from the ears. Push those hands into the ground. Knees off the floor. Squeeze those abs. Want you to really focus on your form. If your knees are back here, you're not doing it right. Bring them directly under. You need to be squeezing this belly button in and up. And if you feel your shoulders are up here, pull them down. Lift that chest a little bit. Okay, 3, 2, 1, time. Well done. Onto the tricep dips. Okay, getting ready. Hips close to the chair or whatever you're using. Driving up, using those palms. Try to get the palm fully on the base. Keep squeezing those abs as well. Don't forget about those. The more you engage your abs and put the effort into that, the better your moves will be. They will be stronger. A lot of strength comes from the core in many, many functional moves. Good work. It's our fourth and final set. How's everyone feeling about these single leg deadlifts? Remember, you can always regress it back. Ready? Off we go. Nice and steady. Enjoying that stretch down the back of the leg and enjoying that squeeze of the glute as you come up. Okay. Keeping the chest high and the shoulders down. Good work, nice and steady. Slow and steady on this one. Doing well, everyone. Keep it up. And time. Over to the other side. It's our final set on this side. Well, in total. Ready. Find that point of balance. Get ready. Shift that leg behind. coming all the way up. Now, if you've taken your shoes off at this point, you'll find that your toes will be gripping into your mat. And that's what you want. And that's creating the stability from the foot right up into that glute, which is that stabilizing muscle, glute medius, which is what we're trying to really work here. And time. Well done. Okay, on to the floor. Bear position. Away we go. Okay, so if you feel like you've got this move, we can go from side to side with our hands. Doing well. Keep squeezing those abs. Yes, it is totally normal to feel it in the front of your legs. So just keep going. Last 5 seconds. Keep those knees off the floor. And time. Well done. Okay. Here we go. Hands on the chair. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. All the way down. Slow and controlled and powerful up. Good. We are getting there. Halfway on this one. Keep those reps coming. Slow and steady. That's what we want. Really working into those muscles. Breathing out the way up. Time. Good, good, good. Well done. So, what we want to do is grab a sip of water. Same interval set for our next and final drill. Okay, so grab a sip and I will go through our next set of 4 exercises. Okay. So, exercise number 1, working into those glutes a little bit more, working into those abs a little bit more. We're going to be squatting down and then we're going to bring the knee to the elbow twice. So this is what it'll look like. Squat, deep squat, knee, knee. Deep squat, knee, knee. When we're squatting, we'll take a wide stance and our feet are nice and flat. We're opening out the legs, getting in nice and deep, keeping that chest up nice and high, lifting that knee off, working a little bit extra into that side. Okay, so it'll be 30 seconds on one side, then 30 seconds on the other. Then we'll be dropping it down into a side plank. There's 2 variations for this. So, elbow underneath the shoulder. If you're doing the easier variation, bend your knee, but keep your knees in line with each other. Then you'll be lifting yourself off here. We'll be taking the hip down to the floor and then pushing it up. Now you could do side plank position, double feet. I have my feet side to side, but you could have your feet on top of each other, hip to the floor and dip. 30 seconds on one side and 30 seconds on the other. Then we've got our 4th and final exercise, which will be a narrow squat, staying down in this position with stepping out, then coming back in. The knees do not come up at any point, okay? So we're really working into those legs, working into those core muscles. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to set our timer. 5 minutes on the clock. So go to the center of your mat. Did I say 5 minutes? I meant 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Deep squat, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Deep squat, knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Good work. Now you can do this slow or steady, or you could get some speed. It really doesn't matter. Depends what you want to work today. This has been more muscle conditioning rather than HIIT. So we've been working on stabilizing joints, activating muscles that are quite commonly underactive or weak. 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, knee to elbow. I love this wide squat. It's opening out the hips as well as driving up and using those glutes. Good, 10 seconds. 5 left. 1, 2, time. Well done. We're going to be dropping it down, okay, into that side plank. Are we ready? So either half side plank, hip dipping up, okay, and we're pushing all the way up to the ceiling, full plank. We're coming all the way down low, pushing up through the elbow, really feeling the squeeze in this side, working into the obliques. 3, 2, 1, over to the other side. All right, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. You might want to take your feet on top of each other, that's absolutely fine as well. Few different variations that you could be doing in this move. But as long as you're keeping that shoulder over the elbow, you know you're in a correct position. Try and keep these shoulders in line with each other so we're not falling forward. We're keeping our body nice and straight in alignment. 5 seconds to go, keep going. 3, 2, 1. Okay, apologies, I did mention a narrow squat step back, but that was incorrect. We're going back to the squat and double elbow crunch. So 30 seconds. Really focus on getting the depth in that squat. So really stretching out those muscles, but also we're creating bigger muscle contractions. So what does that mean? It means we're working harder, and you can expect better results in terms of strength and performance. Okay, over to the other side. Are we ready? Shoulders back, chest high. Off we go, deep squat, elbow crunch. So doing bodyweight exercises are a great way to build the foundations of good form and posture, and you can really build on that strength as well. Because without the weight, we can really focus on what our body's doing. Excellent. Drop it down. Half plank or full plank. Up to you. Away we go. Lift off, arm up, hip to the floor, and then push back up. So it's a slight tap of that hip as you're pushing up. Good. Breathing out as you're pushing the hip up towards the ceiling. Keep it going. Last few seconds. And time. Over to the other side. Okay, remember there's always the half option, especially if your form is going. Ready? Off we go. Hip down, hip up. Okay. We don't want to be pushing the hip all the way up, because remember what I said about that alignment. Okay? We're just pushing it up so that we're back in a nice straight line. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. 2 rounds down, 2 more to go. Okay, nice and steady. Think about the muscles that we're working. Drop it down, knee crunch, knee crunch. When you're in this position, squeeze your abs, keep the chest up high. Drive up with the heels of your feet. Okay? Make your muscles work hard Don't just go through the motions, which is easy to do, okay? I want you to activate and squeeze those muscles. Right, over to the other side. Shoulders back, chest high. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down low. Good. Are you focused on keeping those feet nice and flat? Are you driving up with the heels, activating the glutes? Are you squeezing those abs as your knee crunching in, crunching towards the knee? Last few seconds. All right. Really hitting the obliques on this one with both of those exercises. Okay, ready, up we go. Hip dip, pushing up. Maybe it's only a small move, but it is quite a potent one. Okay, keep that shoulder in line. If you feel your posture off, just readjust. Doesn't matter, take the time. Okay, because your body will build on those right connections and time. Okay, it will start to build on creating pathways to get into the right posture. Neurological pathways, I mean. Connecting with the right muscle groups, firing off the muscle fibers. Okay, keep up. Breathing out as you're pushing that hip up over the halfway point already. Don't give it up. Nice and strong. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. It's our 4th and final round. Are we ready? Shoulders back. Always start in this correct posture. Standing nice and tall. 1, 2. Okay. We always have like this automatic posture of a slouch. Hands on the knees. But we want to lift that rib cage so your lungs have got space. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. And over to the other side. How are we doing? We doing good? 3, 2, 1. Deep squat. Knee up. Now, you could make this move as hard or as easy as you want. You could go fast to increase the intensity. You could go deeper into the squat. If you're doing this half squat, you're not going to be getting very much out of it, okay? So, really push yourself for that full range of movement. Dropping it down. Side plank position. Are we ready? Off we go. Hands up, dip down and up. Breathing out as the hips going up. Okay. Shoulders in line with each other. Over the halfway point already on this one. So keep it going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Over to the other side. Ready, elbow underneath, shoulder. Get in the correct foot position. Hips up, arm up. Okay, normally one side feels a little bit easier than the other or harder. But remember, it's nothing to shy away from. We need to work on our weaknesses, because working on our weaknesses will make us stronger. Keep it going, almost there. Final few reps coming in. Keep it going right to the end. And time. All right, wonderful. That was today's workout. Grab yourself a sip of water and we'll take it down to a stretch. Well done. Okay, coming all the way up. I'm going to take one foot, place it out in front. We're going to bend the knee of that back leg. Hand goes on the thigh. Okay? You're going to lift that chest and squeeze the abs. Always engaging the abs when we're in this folding forward position. Keep that chest up high. Now you're going to feel a stretch in the back of the leg, all the way down to the ankle. You can bend that knee even more, come down nice and low, then re-lift. Push your hips back to increase that stretch. Excellent, coming all the way up. I'm going to switch sides. One foot out in front, bend that back knee. Okay, now come down nice and low, nice and low. Now push the hip back and lift the torso. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to drop it down to the floor. I'm going to take one leg out in front. I'm going to bend one knee, place the foot over the leg. Now you can simply either pull that knee towards you, or you can place the hands over the outside of the leg, twist round over your shoulder. And then release. Switch sides, extend the bent knee, then bring the other one up. You either sit up nice and tall, or you're taking the arm over, getting a nice spinal twist as well. And release. Okay, coming into child's pose. So, hips to heels, your hands are coming out in front. You're going to keep those elbows off the floor and stretch out those fingers, stretch out the arms. Now, you're going to take one arm and take it all the way across the other side, creating length from this hip all the way up to the hand. Over to the other side. Okay, come to the center of your mat. And take the hands out behind. Now you can either lift up your chest and just stay here, or lift up the hips, getting a lovely quad stretch. Keep your chin near to your chest. You can take the head back, but if you suffer with neck issues, it's probably best to keep this chin to chest here. relax. Last ones. Hands out in front, chin tucked in, and pull forward. And relax. Well done. That was great. Go ahead and refuel your body, and we'll see you in class.